Mashing is pressing every button on the stick as hard as possible.
When you take your face against the controller,
pressing the buttons with your face,
and hope for the best.
It's when you're pressing many buttons.
Repeatedly do one move. While you're blocking, you're just mashing.
A juggle is when you continue a combo whilst the opponent is in mid-air.
You're keeping them in that state. You're literally juggling.
A combo that relies on the opponent being kept in the air for as long as possible.
Sometimes it can look pretty amazing, it can be pretty cool.
Block stun is making sure that your opponent can't do anything while they're on the defensive.
Whilst you're blocked, you're incapable of moving because you're stunned. As long as you're blocking, you're in block stun.
You're of course blocking, you can't do anything.
There's a sort of a gap where your character can't press anything.
Welcome back to the Gfinity Arena. I don't know what it is about this costume. I just can't stop smiling. I never smile this much. Gentlemen, who is going to be smiling more out of XL and Epsilon? Basically, who's going to get the win?
Well, someone's got to win, and my predictions have sucked this whole evening.
Well, turn it around. You've got the power.
Do I?
Stop mashing your predictions.
The world mine?
And just go for the... Yeah.
Is it in my hands?
It's
like
in your
Keftaroz?
It's in your hands like
All right,
Keftaroz.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Epsilon.
OK, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you on this one. Damascus.
Gonna go for XL. I mean, I feel like they have the stronger roster overall. Brian's Minat is gonna be a great one to see, especially against these opponents. Not sure how much experience they have against Minat. And I mean, XL really needs the win right now. Both of them need
both of them need it.
I think XL will be the one to come out on top.
OK, watch me as I spin and turn round. That's me done. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your predictions. I'll walk a bit more in character. I'm watching the pumpkins. They might just... You're right. So,
right, mate.
Here it is. Here's the last match of the day. A beaut in store for us. Epsilon, XL, as Jammer's kindly put. Someone has to win. Who do you reckon's going to win?
Very insightful.
How do you figure that one out? Genius, Jack.
Because it's the best of 7, so it has to be a... He knows what he's talking about.
He knows his stuff. He knows his
Basically,
stuff.
it could be either way, but 50-50 really on terms of performance. They haven't done that well so far. But
yeah, they've both
been
been terrible this season. I'm done predicting the predictable. I'm done. Tonight has been so random that I'm just going to go with the random, and I'm going to say Epsilon to take it, and Hurricane to lose both of his games while I laugh in the background.
What's the beef between you and him?
He hit the lag switch on me in a match today.
Oh, Logan, what do you reckon?
It's going to be a tough one for Epsilon because their star player Takamura is out of the country at the moment. XL have got their full lineup in as well. So all signs point to XL, so I'm going to pick Epsilon.
He's gone Epsilon, love it. Gentlemen, I look forward to this one. I'm going to creep away. Look at me.
Sanctuary.
Thank you very much.
Take care,
Thank you.
It's a bloody good Beetlejuice costume, I got to say.
It's fantastic. The
Plays it
lady
very
that
well.
did the makeup for him really did well. So we have come down to our final match, our main event of the evening. It is a must-win for both of these teams. Epsilon in rock-bottom place against XL, who are very much underperforming like a number of the teams have been this season. They're the reigning champs.
Reigning champs.
Not looking like champs.
And they're in big trouble. But we have a very, very good start for them because, of course, we said this earlier, Brian able to go against his own character in this match, his former character, now that he's switched to Minat. I mean, Keftaroz is going to play with the mask on, really? He's going to keep it on?
Mad.
Staying in character throughout.
That's so disturbing. Just stop.
He's very good at that, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's almost a bit too good at that,
really,
guys. Don't you think?
To be honest with you, Keftaroz was really impressive this weekend when he was out in Germany.
Awesome. He was awesome in Germany.
And so was his pop-offs as well. I thought he was really... he really came into his own. I've never seen him that confident before.
Yeah,
he was like a really confident guy, but he really came into his own. So let's see if he carries that over into the match.
It's like the Belgians said. Belgians feel at home in Germany. It's like their second home, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but he's not in Germany now.
No, he's in the Gfinity Arena. We are here for the Elite Series. It is our main event of the evening as I stand here next to the African zombie, good old JR Jim Ross, standing next to me.
African zombie JR Jim Ross? I don't... What?
Yeah, that's right.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
That's what you look like, mate.
Westworld, man. It's Westworld. Good.
No, it's not. Wasteworld. Anyway, let's go. It's Brian representing XL.
Haters gonna hate, guys.
Manat.
Haters gonna hate.
And Keftaroz representing... whatever the heck.
Oh, Brian, that amazing costume again. You're the best.
Straight away opens up with a V-skill. Punish.
Oh.
No, it wasn't a punish.
No, I don't think that's a punish. But it's a good button to pick because he's so negative, right?
Corner pressure. She gets
we had
out.
the punish on that.
Yeah, he wasn't confident. Maybe he hasn't put the work in on this matchup. Who knows? Why would he know the matchup?
Perhaps light kick anyway, so maybe that's the best he could get. It's a tricky match for Minat, actually. That mobility and aerial approaches from Rashid make
it's very, very difficult for her to keep Rashid out, and when he does get in, it's very difficult for her to do anything. As you see, when that orb, is out, she can't actually do anything if she's in block stun or getting hit, so...
Jump in, jump out, why did that work? It just did, Logan. I think he accidentally jumped back and then jumped forward.
It was the setup, mate.
It's the mask, it's the mask. His eyes are messed up, but he's still playing, and it's working. Keftaroz goes 1 round up.
Nobody cared about me before I put on the mask. Oh, that orb's still out, clips him in the back of the head like a disapproving parent.
She just can't control. This is really good play from Brian, I must say. Very difficult to deal with. Rashid jumps into that, though. That's going to hurt. Mix up City.
It's still out there, gets picked up. Is he going to get a juggle off that? No, he's put himself in the corner. Gets the back throw, though. Looks for the shimmy, yep.
Activate. Oh, that's going to hit. Nice. She's got a
and we know Brian can get these combos in. Is he going to go for the reset? He's got 3 orbs left.
Good block.
Oh, great block. They're all gone.
And V reversal's out. Great defense there from Keftaroz. Keeps himself in the set.
Oh, that looks really difficult for her to punish.
Nice anti-air choice. Needed to take away that mix-up on those jump-ins, Logan. They've been a pain to deal with. Spends the bar to assure that anti-air.
Yeah, and that EX grab in the air. Very reliable.
Oh, great start to the round here. Oh,
ooh, doesn't get the confirmation, though. Couldn't convert it into a combo. Respecting the orb whilst it's out. He's spamming that V-skill kick.
Should jump. Wasn't ready for it, Brian. Oh, the pressure now. This is where Minat shows. There's a jump back again. Surely he's not doing that on purpose. Ready, but no cancel. Good anti-air. Brian ready for that forward jump. EX out. Oh my days, she's back in the corner.
Why does he get a combo if it hits? Why is it so safe? Such a great move, that EX Eagle Spike. Back to the corner pressure, but he's fighting his way out again. V triggers up. He interrupts the back kick.
One reset and we'll get a critical loss, surely.
When's the overhead coming?
Spends it all.
There was the overhead.
There's still one more there. V reversal's out. Nice sweep.
It's got the super as well. Has to be. Oh, is that a punish? No, it's not.
Never gonna work. Still alive. One more hit.
Oh, the block in the overhead.
Drill.
It's the drill.
Brian not giving up.
And again, that's so. What happened there? It's like the hitbox.
He did a throw.
It's like the hurt box reeled back.
He did a throw, but the drill was so perfectly spaced that he was still in block stun and the throw completely whiffed. That was so lucky for Keftaroz, but it turned out well for him. The mask maybe giving him a lucky charm there, I don't know.
Is that how plus it is? It's still in block stun?
Man, it must have been, because you can see she's point blank. She presses
It looked like he pressed the down hop and he sort of reeled back almost. And the hurt box, I know there's a couple of moves.
Maybe that is what happened.
Let's see if we can see that again.
Right now. What a finish. It's a tricky match for Minat.
Yeah, let's have a look here. Look.
Here it is. Look how meaty that was, right in front of him.
Yeah. Crazy.
Maybe you're right.
We'll have to test that one out in training, but I know there's a number of moves that can draw your throwable hitbox back and can make throws with. It's such an effective.
I believe her drill's a bit better though than some of the other guys with dive kicks and drills. Because when she does it slightly higher, she's still popping.
And that was super low.
That was like
really low. That was on the toenail. Great stuff there.
And of course the throw would have worked.
It worked out for Keftaroz though.
Well, predicting the unpredictable, kind of working out okay so far.
Listen, man, I'm throwing form all out the window. I'm throwing expectations out of the window.
It's been one of them days.
Anything can happen. Epsilon on the bottom of the table. Sod it. Let's go for them to win. Who's up next? It's going to be another exciting fixture as Infexious makes his return after not being here last week. He was sorely missed last week. He's going up against the debuting NightCross. This is going to be an interesting one. Who is Infexious going to pick for this match?
Well, he said he actually likes Abigail for this matchup.
Exactly why I asked you that question.
Right? He thinks the matchup's all right. He doesn't think it's a bad one for Abigail, but I think he'll go Nikali.
I think he'll go for Nikali just for the solidity of the matchup. But who knows? He might surprise us and pick Abigail just to entertain.
I mean, NightCross says he's been practicing all week. Has he been practicing against Abigail? I don't think he's going to get an Abigail.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is.
Is he? We'll see.
He isn't going to go Abigail.
He's sitting there pretty comfortable.
Is he actually considering a... Why is he not just going straight to Dalsim? NightCross doesn't have a second character. I've seen this guy play 1,000,000 games, and the only time he ever looks decent is when he's playing Dalsim.
Are we going to be playing...
We're being trolled.
Character select screen.
What's going on there?
Dancing. We're going to City in Chaos. Okay, so we're going to the He has locked in Dalsim, it looks like.
I've been dying to see why this matchup is so tricky for Dalsim, in Infexious' opinion. He's described it to me, and Infexious is very good at breaking things down and describing, but I've not actually seen him play this matchup.
It's about putting his theories into practice, though. He's got some tremendous theories about playing the game solidly.
But they're tried and tested theories,
What
right?
should and shouldn't work based on the numbers. But
Is it not based on experience?
Of course it is. It's based on experience, it's based on the numbers, it's based on data, so it definitely works, but it's about executing it and making it work in the variance of this game. And there's so much variance, it's so difficult to control people's decisions, because once people start doing things in a first to one match that theoretically don't make sense, then you can kind of see Infectious sometimes get thrown off.
And the thing about Infectious is when that happens, he doesn't change his tactics. He kind of sticks to his guns,
he sticks to what he
makes
knows
him very strong.
Is the right answer.
Well,
I love this Halloween Dalsim costume as well.
Wow!
Slash mummy.
Punish? Oh, that's not a good sign. If you're not punishing that, that is not a good sign.
That's like minus 14 or something crazy. It's really
not used to the block stun. And Infexious has closed the gap now, and NightCross is in the corner. One thing NightCross always does at some point is teleport in behind you. It's a habit he has. He cannot resist.
He will certainly look for a teleport once he gets pinned into the corner and the space, the door starts closing on him. And eventually, he's going to be buffering that. It's going to work. Oh, he gets the command grab.
Situation, Logan. In the corner against Abigail.
Oh, he baited the V reversal. That was sick.
Wow, the commitment.
He just kept on running.
Throw loops. Oh, he's in the corner again.
In the corner.
And there's that arm.
Oh, and the armor again. He used that armor so effectively. And there you're seeing the patience. It's just patience of Infectious. No movement, no emotion there. Just very focused on executing his game plan.
Did you see earlier, Logan, he tried to SPD the limb? I'm guessing that works. Otherwise, why would he do it? Yeah, NightCross scared to throw Yoga Fire. Actually, a big part of this matchup is the sweep underneath that Yoga Fire. There it is. Blocked. Punish.
No, punish again.
All that practice all week.
Ooh.
Off right now, and he's cornered again.
Did you see that? That
Where
hit?
you going?
Wow.
Go out the corner at minimal defense.
He's put a lot of work into this matchup. He knows exactly how the hit and hurt boxes are interacting. He's punishing some stuff and hitting some stuff for some crazy distances and ranges. Yeah, look at that again. The standing light kick. He's ready for the whiff punish.
Doesn't look phased. Look at the damage that does as well. That's like a medium punch damage.
Yeah, he's just walking forward and blocking, happy, just waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah, he's being very patient as well. He knows NightCross has a tendency to teleport in. Punish this time at last.
He finally gets a punish. Nothing significant, though.
Oh.
That time he does get out of the X command grab, but Infectious will store that information.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
This is going to hurt big time. Goes for the reset. Nice V reversal. He had to do that.
Yeah, he counter hit him out of something.
Oh, that teleport in.
Oh,
punish.
Tried to chase him down.
Oh my God, where you going, says Infectious. Looking to close it out now. NightCross in the corner.
Oh, the slide, and all he gets for his trouble is the big size 37 boots to the jaw side, and Infectious closes it out.
Wow, that was... that was frightening, Logan.
It is deathly silent in the arena right now.
What did you do exactly? Infectious, so annoyingly solid. To make amends for that performance 2 weeks ago.
When someone shows you that much knowledge as well of the matchup, it's very, very off-putting, especially when you drop those few opportunities you had. NightCross had a couple of chances, a couple of openings to get some damage in, and it's so important to get your damage in.
It's not just damage for Sim, it's some momentum because he's got good approach, hasn't he?
Absolutely. But you saw he was in the corner, he went for the Gale, actually put himself back in the corner off that one situation, and Infectious was able to close it out.
That was all Infectious avoiding the throw loop. All right, and coming up next, we have Linkexelo going up against Hurricane. One apiece now.
This will be a very interesting one. Two very proficient players in great form. Hurricane always looks good in and around the UK events he's able to get to. Linkexelo has been in some fine form in France recently as well. Definitely turned up for the Gfinity Elite Series as well since he's joined Team Epsilon as a recent acquisition. A great acquisition for them, I think.
Yeah, really good acquisition. I mean, this is a guy who's won a seriously major tournament in France with many other players from all over Europe attending. So, you know, he's a guy in form, like you say. Had a tough time against Leo, I believe it was last week or the week before, but he's back now. and looking to do the damage, one apiece.
And then that's a very interesting thing to look at as well, because Leo has a very uncontrollable style. And you could say something similar about how Hurricane plays as well. It's very difficult to control and condition Hurricane. He's going to play how he wants to play, and it's up to you to deal with it rather than try and change how he's going to play, because he's not going to change how he's going to play. So it'll be interesting to see how Linkexelo plays. We saw him dying for those EX reversals, I think it was, against Leo, as we saw the pop-off from Leo impersonating Nakali flying off into the sky. We'll see whether he maintains his composure.
He's not scared to pull the trigger.
And neither is Hurricane as well. So it's going to be a very explosive fixture. It's going to be Cammy in that gorgeous Halloween costume as well against Linkexelo, going for the original one. Keftaroz with the undead spud there.
Hurricane also going to keep his mask on when he plays here. We saw Keftaroz getting some random jump backs. I'm not sure if that was due to the angle he was staring at.
We'll see whether it pays off for him or not, as Nasty Nas looks on.
Linkexelo, when they had the interview just moments ago, said he will definitely win this time. He's had a bad time against Hurricane in tournament. Reckons this is his time. We will see. Match 1.
Anti-Air gets completely stuffed there. No whiff punish on the cannon strike.
Sweep out of nowhere.
Manually times the standing light kick meaty.
Not difficult to do with that lovely 4-frame active button. Alright, Hurricane coming back into this now. V-trigger spent, and Hurricane's been doing this a lot of late. He's been throwing the hell out of his opponents early on.
I think that's a good tactic to use in this set. First to one, it's very safe to go for that throw if you got the frame advantage.
Oh, that worked out.
Right. Linkexelo with a significant life lead. But Hurricane has that critical arc coming up, and the V-trigger more importantly as well.
Yeah, I think
one more touch.
Actually wants to kill him before he gets it, but he's got it now. One hit will do it. Just to jump back, got to be careful. Hurricane's got the reactions to punish that. Oh my god.
Super! Not going to be enough to kill, so he needs this setup here. Oh, and he catches him with the meaty cannon strike. Uses the last of that V-trigger with literally a pixel left. I don't know if he tried to jump or something. I don't know. It wasn't a counter hit, was it?
No, you have to respect Cammy when she lands that critical arc. She has a number of various true meaty setups she gets afterwards.
Nice, he staggers his strings, gets the counter hit confirmed, and we're in the corner. Dashes straight out though.
Wow, that worked out.
Nice, uses the
lazy
EX
anti-air jab. If we'd done on the DP there, that would have hit. And Cammy would have lost the bar. Nice punish
on that. Badly timed. Oh, he interrupts the roundhouse as well. Corner pressure, here we go. Dashes out again. Activates immediately, but the momentum is taken.
Wow.
And Hurricane closes it out. That mask seemed to do the job.
Good lord, Hurricane absolutely mauling Linkexelo that second round.
And as we highlighted there, it seemed very difficult for Linkexelo to impose any sort of control. We saw him not being able to deal with Leo in one sort of sense of matchup, and again, he wasn't really able to deal with Hurricane's incessant pressure.
Yeah, I think the first round was a little tentative, and Hurricane managed to steal it. You know, had the critical up, made it count. The second round was just absolute domination. You know, Hurricane's one of those guys, like you said, very difficult to control, but even more so when he's got the momentum, when he's got the lead, when he's got your number. You're so scared. Even though there's some things that are obvious answers, you almost hesitate to do them against guys like that, because you think, oh, he knows I'm going to do this. You should just do it, and you don't. That
split second of hesitation is so important in this game, especially with the priority system, the possibility of crush counters as well. You can delay your button for a fraction of a second.
That's it.
And, you know, the glass shatters, and you're going for a ride to the corner, taking 30, 40, 50% possibly from the combo. You can't second guess yourself. You have to be entirely confident. And players like Hurricane really, really do dent your confidence. They can make you really reconsider your game planning, your strategy, and throw so much stuff at you that you can't react.
That's it. That's it. Well, up next we have Brian stepping up for the second time in this set. He's going up against Dalsim. Now, this is a very interesting one. NightCross with Dalsim. I haven't really seen this matchup at all, Logan. You know anything about it? You've seen it? Because both of these characters traditionally like to keep their opponents at distance.
I mean, you'd imagine that the edge in terms of the ranged game is going to be for Sim. That crouch fierce of Manat is great, but you're going to get outranged by the medium buttons of Dalsim. And of course, the start-up is really long on that crouch fierce of Manat. There's a huge hurt box as well. But it'd be very interesting to see, yeah, how the orb comes into play as well. The fireball motion on the orb when she sends the orb out. It'd be very interesting to see how this matchup goes, because I can tell you it's very new to me. I've seen Manat used a number of times in tournaments so far, but you don't often see a lot of Sims. It's a very specialist character.
Yeah, and you got to wonder how much experience NightCross has. There's NightCross in NightCross fashion, teleporting in. He will do it. Do not doubt it for a second. That's why Infexious' approach was so effective. It's just wait there the whole time. A much more teleport and rush down heavy approach here from NightCross so far. Brian does still have that Rashid surely in his lockup, but he's gone with Manat without hesitation here. And straight away he looks a bit uphill.
Oh, nice slide to get underneath the Yoga Fire. Oh, doesn't help with that time. Gets counter hit.
Oh, that works out. Oh. An accidental activation there from Brian.
Huge life lead here for NightCross.
Yeah, and V-Trigger almost completely depleted as well. Only 2 orbs remaining. Wow.
We saw a lot more offensive-minded NightCross as well. He was able to pick and choose his times at which he was teleporting in, sitting behind that Yoga Fire, playing full screen.
Yeah, not giving Brian the respect he gave to Infectious. Hardly any teleports behind against Infectious. Knowing that Infectious will be ready. Teleports in again. Nice, that gets him started.
Nice, gets the overhead conversion as well.
Nice dark kick, much better round here from Brian.
Yeah, it definitely looks like the pressure game's good for her, but she needs to get inside that range, which is so difficult for everyone to get in against Dalsim.
The jump this time, he thought she was going to slide. So clever from Brian to mix it up. This time ready for the backwards teleport. What?
No.
What on earth was that?
I did bear chip though. Much better round here from Brian, and he's looking very, very confident.
Yeah, after that drop
he definitely changed his tack there, where he was a lot more on the offense. He picked and chose his moments to go in, using that drill a lot as well.
And when he gets in, you know, NightCross, I'm not sure how familiar he is with dealing with this Manat pressure.
I really liked how Brian mixed up, and you pointed it out very well there. He was expecting the slide underneath the fireball. He actually jumped it. And was able to punish NightCross for getting predictable.
Oh, counter hit confirm as well. Brian looking great right now. Beautiful position here.
Oh, there we go. He went for the normal one, the normal soul throw before. That time he caught him with the EX.
Spending all his V-reversal here. Desperate.
Tried again.
A beautiful spacing. Jumps in. And see, jab works at the last minute.
3 frame active. Nice using that air-to-air medium.
Another EX fireball. Slides underneath. Slowly trying to bring this back, but those gutsy teleports behind could cost him as much health as they're getting. NightCross. Let's use the medium. In the corner though, and he activates. I like that choice. In the pressure now. Has to V-reversal, but can get punished.
Nothing at all off that V-reversal.
Good blocks.
He's blocking everything.
One more hit will do it here.
Teleports.
Oh my days, this should be it.
Oh, that's comboed as well.
Brian.
Wow.
Protecting the neutral jump with an orb that actually punished the whiff throw. I love that sequence.
Great stuff there from Brian, and we were asking how is he going to get around that in the neutral. I think, you know, it was just through watching the patterns. He made some great jumps. He made some great reads on the air teleport as well, with the air soul throw, I think it is called. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's basically roll.
Yeah, soul throw basically, isn't it? Yeah.
So he caught him with that a number of times. But that neutral jump at the end, using the V trigger orb, as you said, comboed as well, 2-hit combo. Great stuff from Brian, and he's showing that his depth of knowledge of this character is maybe his matchup knowledge might be not there for everything, but you saw how he was able to completely adapt his strategy from the first round, where it looked like he had no idea of how to traverse the neutral at all. The next 2 rounds, he switched it up entirely, and he was able to really turn that around and look very impressive.
Yeah, great play from Brian. Looks very comfortable once he was able to get in. And NightCross actually was much better on defense against Manat than I would expect.
I have to give him credit, because he blocked out those big triggers really well. He got clipped by 1 or 2 hits, and it wasn't anything significant. So
Epsilon in an absolutely horrendous position right now. I believe 1 point on the table, and now They only need the miracle of Linkexelo to be Infectious for them to stay alive in this set. Is that going to happen, Logan?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Is he going to go for the mirror match? Or is he going to pick Abigail on him? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to see the big guy, I think. I think we're going to see the big guy versus Nikali. There we go. Infectious is looking to close it out here for Team XL. Much needed win for them.
Yeah, we'll put them on 7 points and right back in contention.
And a 4-1 definitely helps as well, because we do obviously look at score differential as well if it comes down to it. So it all helps. You want to be winning by as big a margin as possible. Epsilon definitely need these points. They're bottom of the table. They've only got the 1, I think, so far.
Just the 1 point when I last checked the table. That's this is a big ask, but you know, if there's anyone on the Epsilon squad today that can do it, it is Linkexelo. He's up against Infectious, is menacing.
If they're going to win, he's going to have to beat Infectious twice, because they're meeting again in the 7th match. So
I love the fact that Infectious started the round almost immediately with a sweep, just to put it in Linkexelo's mind that he's willing to do that.
Ready with the anti-air. I like to see that. No lazy jabbing. Just get that done.
Ground pound. Backs away. More ground pounds. Infectious runs into a medium there. Gets away with a forward dash. Got to be careful. I like it, the fact that Linkexelo anti-air with a DP as well. Needs to keep doing that if he's going to have a chance in this set. Infectious will take the air to the air every now and then. Oh.
Ooh, almost got a punish on that ground pound. Nice parry.
Right, Day's corner carry with that punish as well.
Ooh, the whip punish. Back fierce. Oh, just out of range. He's going to hit.
Oh, no, he's not safe. That was guaranteed, I think.
Yeah, there is recovery on that V-trigger activation. Oh, the guard break. That's all he can get. Heavily scaled.
Wake up jab, come on, Graham.
Shades of Fei Long.
Makes out the reversal.
That dash range is crazy on Nikali.
Insane, right?
He was able to walk out of the...
Oh!
Oh! He gets clipped. He thought he was going to be... Oh, and again!
No!
Oh! A number of opportunities there for Linkexelo to take advantage of. He avoided a couple of command grabs, and he wasn't able to make the most of it. Gets finished off with the overhead at the end. And again, he opens a round up with that sweep.
Set point XL right now. Linkexelo had a good round. Nice reaction. Ground pounding the hell out of Infectious now. Trying to zone out Abigail, but that's every single one of those carries a massive risk.
He has already got 2 bars up of his V gauge though, so it's definitely working out for him. Oh, the buffer.
Button. Maybe should have stuck to the ground pound strategy. In the corner now.
The whiff punish was great. He was putting those buttons out, and Infectious is buffering.
One more back guess, and this is over. Jumps out, anti-air. Yeah. Oh, that's it. It's all over.
Ooh.
XL.
A vicious beatdown from Infectious. Stamps his mark on that match.
Very convincing win. And just when we thought the chaos would continue, and we all pick Epsilon.
Well, listen, if there's one man that can control the chaos, it's definitely Infectious. That's what his playstyle is all about, controlling that chaos, and he managed to do it there expertly. He didn't really take any huge risks. There's a number of command grabs that he showed early on, but you saw how he closed that out. If we can see some of the highlights again in a minute, you saw how he closed that out with really safe options. He was going for safe, meaty crouch and light kicks, and he was ready, whiffing throws, and he was punishing neutral jumps as well.
Well, this is the thing, Linkexelo, particularly in that first round, didn't play that bad. Look at the evasions here. Stayed alive for as long as he could. Still unable to take it.
Definitely got punished there off that whiff, off that backdash command grab that he got there. And in the end, he was just holding up in the corner. He jumped out of a couple of command grabs early on, and he thought, obviously, he must have had a read on Infectious. Infectious was like, no, mate.
Yeah.
No, sir. I'm going to go for the safe stuff, and you're going to kill yourself. He was buffering his normals like a beast as well. Really, you know, throwing the medium punch out and buffering it out into the EX Abigail punch. The back fierce was swinging out there, and he dashed into a number of those buttons as well.
Exactly, and what's really clever about Infectious is he doesn't spam those normals to control his opponent's dash, which is kind of the standard thing to do in maybe Street Fighter 4, but in this game you don't want to telegraph your anticipation too much, but the 1 or 2 times that Linkexelo just wanted to approach,
he was ready.
The button was just there.
Well, as a guy that has mained Nikali for so long, he's going to have a good sense at the ranges and the timings at which, you know, I'm pretty sure that he was going for those normals at times when he'd shown the ground pound, because that's generally what you're going to do. You're going to mix up the ground pound or a dash or a jump, and he's playing that, you know, I've shown you that the ground pound's not really getting you anything. I'm happy to block. I'm happy to throw out the sweep every now and then.
The champs are back, Logan, but I got to say, is that the end of the season already for Epsilon?
It very well could be. So this is week 5, right? We've got 3 left. I mean, they could still get 10 points.
They need to do an
Who
envious.
knows? Who knows?
I mean, that's what I think. I don't know what these guys think. Tom, I mean, are these guys still alive or is it all over?
I loved throughout the whole of that the way your skills of F-word, and it should be mentioned on a few occasions, the way he's able to keep that microphone and the headset perfectly on his neck
Complete
throughout.
nonsense. I'm loose as hell here. I don't know what he's talking about.
Careful. Thank you very much, gentlemen. A delight having those guys commentate throughout. How is he managing? It's like physics, isn't it? I tell you what, though, the one man who had it in his hands, the possibility to win it for Epsilon did, Keftaroz, but the other 2 lads, unfortunately, not able to back him up. So, I mean, but it looks good for Excel, though. This could be the kickstart that they needed.
They really needed that to win. I mean, both teams really needed a win. Excel delivered today. And I'm feeling bad for Epsilon. I mean, we know how good they can be. And especially feeling really bad for Linkexelo, who was a big signing for them and who's still adapting to the lead series. He hasn't been able to perform yet, and it's going to be hard psychologically for him. But I hope he can just come back, hit his stride, find the right flow, and just start playing at his normal level, the one we expect from him.
Now, I know that, Jammers, you're going to have a lot of questions for this man who's about to join us. He goes by the name of Infexious, and we can welcome him down right now.
It's definitely something I want to ask.
Join me, man. Well, fair to say, got the job done, nice and easy, move on forward. This is the Excel we expect to see as champions from last year.
Yeah, this was a real test. Like, as I said before, we've never been in this position before as a team, so we were really tested. If we had lost this game, it would have been very difficult for us going forward, so it was important that we performed like we did.
Yeah, no, I said it was last year, definitely meant last season. Last season seems like so distant away, but so close as well. Using Abigail, how are you finding the character and how the other players in this tournament are adapting to you, Infectious?
Well, yeah, we've got a few new characters, Menat and Abigail, on our team to help, again, strengthen our strategy. We've got more options now. We've seen Hurricane play Cammy and come out in strong form, so we're a lot more flexible because we know a lot of the teams have gotten a lot stronger this season too, so it's working out now and the plan's coming together.
Yeah, now let's have a look at some of your action from tonight. I've got to say though, do you feel like Excel in general needed to have this setback to really sort of boost you?
Well, it's part of it. Again, like I said, last season we only lost once, and we could potentially become complacent in that we were so confident in our abilities. So now we're really being tested, really being pushed, and we're showing what we're made of in games like this.
Now, is it like a fear factor, Jammers, when people take on this man next to us right now? Is it a fear factor? Does it spread like wildfire? Because they know he's so calm. Look at him.
Well, that's it. You've got the robotic face, whether you like it or not. But it's because there's so much talk about him, and he can definitely back up what everyone says. I mean, like, I've rarely seen you lose. You falter here and there, but that's against, not the numbers. It's against the player doing something that's really absurd in that situation. But when push comes to shove, and he needs to get the job done, he's probably the most reliable player we have in the UK to do that outside of Problematics.
Yeah, and difficulties for Infectious to make it down to every match. Didn't see you last week. That's just because of the geography. But you've got other players that can step in. How do you feel? We've seen it tonight with Method. Their B team smashed it tonight. How confident are you with your bench as well?
That's the beauty of Gfinity in itself. The fact that you've got a wide variety of players that you can utilise at any point where you might need them is invaluable to teams, like you've mentioned. So we're very confident in Bricterium, Ginger Viking and Terra. We've got some strong subs, and when needed, they're able to step up to the plate.
How far can this team go then, Damascus?
Well, I mean, they've been champions once. They can definitely do it again if they can.
Definitely bring this back.
Yeah, it looks like they're at least back on track today. I mean, we've seen them playing great, and I'm especially liking Infectious Day for these Abigail picks, because we've seen him losing to Linkexelo in the Nikali mirror, and he just decided to go for Abigail. Was that something you planned for the next time you would meet him, or?
Well, no, it just happened by chance. I figured if it didn't go as planned with Abigail, I could always go back to the classic Nikali mirror match, because we were going to play later on, so it worked out, thankfully.
Yeah. I've got one question as well. Abigail against Dalsim, does he really win that?
I like it because I like slow, patient matches. So if Abigail plays it slow and patient, then yeah, he can definitely do some damage because all he needs is to get in once and do big damage on Dalsim. So yeah.
Can you use back hard punch to punish some of the limbs?
No, you can use Abigail's parry. But I didn't get to show that in the match because
it was something you did, and I was like, I have to ask.
Yeah. Well, you got to save something for next week. That's what you got to do. Listen, back on track. Congratulations to you, Infexious and Excel. Now, it's never easy chatting to someone from the losing team, but Ariel, whew, I'm glad to say you're going to do that for us right now.
I know, I always get the rubbish jobs, don't I, Tom? Linkexelo, I mean, you really, really needed to win that today, and it just didn't happen. What happened?
I don't know. We were prepared for this fight, but Infexious, Eureka, and Brian are really good players, so we dropped it again.
Well, Infexious was just talking there about how he used Abigail, but you said you played him before when he's used Abigail and you haven't won, but when he played his other character, you did. So was it the Abigail Destroyer that did it for you?
Yeah, I was prepared for his Abigail because I know he will pick it, but his Abigail is too good. He's better than the other Abigail I played, so it was difficult.
I mean, I want to say that maybe you should have worn a KFC bucket on your head and a mask because he did play very well with it.
Yeah, he played really well. He's the only one who won the match. Maybe because the opponent was terrified. I know. I'm not sure.
Well, commiserations. I mean, like you're very low at the table now. So do we think we can still get those points towards the end now that we're at the 5th weekend?
To be honest, I don't know. I didn't see the dashboard, but maybe we can do it if we won the next match.
Okay. Well, thanks very much. I mean, I think it's safe to say tonight, Tom, it's not just been Street Fighter, it's been Street Fighter.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, Ariel, for that. That's... We needed that. That was brilliant. Ariel looked wonderful tonight, as did everybody else. Let's have a look at the results from tonight that also look wonderful. And looking down there with the man next to me, Infectious, 4-1 against Epsilon. Ariel asked the question, how difficult is it going to be for them to come back into it? Let's have a look at the standings. Because, to be honest with you, I don't know. No, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. Winning is very important, and their next fixture next week is going to be... It's going to be taking on Team Envy, and after they just beat Infuse, it's not looking good for... Oh, I read that wrong. They're taking on Method, which is going to be an interesting match. But yourself, Infectious, you have got Team Envy. That one's going to be one heck of a juicy contest, isn't it?
Yep, we're looking forward to that one. That was the finals last season, so there's a lot of rivalry there between the teams, and it should be a very, very entertaining match.
Yeah, and gentlemen, we've seen that matchup. We look at that one. Method against Epsilon, depends what team turns out, but we know how good their B team is. So Epsilon, it's safe to say they're really facing... you're not making the playoffs.
Well, yeah, at this point, me and Damascus were talking earlier. I thought next week might have been their deciding factor, but Damascus said it might have been this week. So I think at this point onwards, they can only play for pride.
Yeah. And who can stop Prophecy? Quick question for you, gentlemen, before we close the day. Who can stop Prophecy?
Excel can stop Prophecy.
As a singularity,
but we need to get to the playoffs before we get a chance at that again.
Yeah, of course. And anyone to add on that before we say goodbye?
Nah, as a singularity, just him. I think it's going to be based on them blundering on themselves because they're playing with such confidence. I think if they get too carried away, egotistical, they may make a mistake. Okay. So it's only on themselves.
Okay, well, will they manage to make it 5 weeks in a row? We'll yet to see that. Damascus, a pleasure. Jammers, as always, Infectious, lovely to see you. Congratulations on the win. Listen, so that's it. What an amazing night in our House of Horrors. Don't know why I needed to do that. Delight for Prophecy, Method, and Excel, while Endpoint, Reason, Infused, and Epsilon had nightmares. I do hope you won't wake in the middle of the night thinking about this face. You've got to forget about it. Put it out of your mind. Seriously, just move on. Don't think about it. We will see you next time. Week 5 is looking juicy. Close up for the tea? Why not? Alrighty then, it is Friday night, week 4 of the Gfinity Elite Series. Street Fighter 9. Arguably the hottest talent right now in the Street Fighter competition.
That camera on Salty Kid. perfect KO from Lio. Look at it. No king queen.